from bicycles to cookware, discover the surprising ways aluminum is used in everyday objects you may not have noticed. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust, making up 8% of its soil. The first bicycle ever made, in 1817, had an aluminum frame, making it incredibly light. Aluminum foil, a common kitchen staple, is made from 99.99% pure aluminum. The average American uses around 40 pounds of aluminum per year, mostly from packaging. Aluminum is 100% recyclable, making it one of the most eco-friendly metals. The International Space Station is made of 75% aluminum due to its strength and lightness. Learn how Apple uses the anchoring effect to make the $1,000 iPhone seem affordable by offering a $1,500 model, making customers perceive it as a better value. The anchoring effect is a pricing strategy that influences customers' perception of value. Apple offers a higher-priced iPhone model to make the $1,000 iPhone seem affordable by comparison. The $1,500 iPhone serves as an anchor that makes the $1,000 model appear relatively cheaper. This pricing tactic works because humans tend to rely on the first piece of information when making decisions. Price anchoring can be used in various industries, not just tech, to create perceived value. By using price anchoring, businesses can increase sales and revenue without changing the actual price. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 was a catastrophic nuclear accident that released radioactive materials into the environment, contaminating a large area around the plant. The Chernobyl disaster occurred on the 26th of April 1986 during a safety test at the nuclear power plant. A power surge caused a steam explosion, destroying the reactor building and releasing radioactive materials. The accident released 50 tons of radioactive iodine-131, contaminating a 2,600 square kilometer area around Chernobyl. The immediate effects included 28 deaths among plant workers and firefighters from acute radiation syndrome. The disaster was initially covered up, but a massive evacuation was eventually launched, displacing 115,000 people. Investigate the myth that gray is a neutral color and how its emotional impact can vary greatly depending on context, personal experiences, and cultural background. Gray is often associated with neutrality, but it's not a universal emotional trigger. In Western cultures, gray is linked to boredom, depression, and a lack of excitement. In many Asian cultures, gray symbolizes balance, harmony, and sophistication. Personal experiences, like trauma or nostalgia, can strongly influence individual reactions to gray. The context in which gray is used, such as in art or branding, greatly affects its emotional impact. The perceived neutrality of gray can be manipulated through pairing it with other colors and design elements. Learn parkour techniques from expert Jason Paul as he demonstrates how to navigate through urban environments with ease, precision, and style, including tips on vaulting, jumping, and landing. Parkour is a physical discipline that originated in France in the 1980 seconds. The word parkour comes from the French word parcours, meaning obstacle course. Jason Paul, a renowned parkour expert, has over 15 years of experience in the discipline. Vaulting is a fundamental parkour technique that involves jumping over obstacles with precision. Proper landing techniques are crucial in parkour, as they can reduce the risk of injury by up to 90%. With practice, parkour can improve agility, strength, and coordination, making it an excellent workout routine. Explore the applications of IoT devices in healthcare, including remote patient monitoring with devices like Medtronic and telemedicine platforms like Teladoc. The global IoT in healthcare market is projected to reach $534.3 billion by 2025, growing at a CAGR of 28.6%. IoT devices, such as wearable sensors, can reduce hospital readmission rates by up to 50% through remote patient monitoring. Medtronic's Sugar IQ system uses AI-powered analytics to detect diabetic events 3 hours in advance with 85% accuracy. Telemedicine platforms like Teladoc have reduced healthcare costs by an average of $1,500 per patient per year. The use of IoT-enabled devices in healthcare can reduce emergency room visits by up to 20% and hospitalizations by up to 14%. Relive Tiger Woods' incredible 2008 US Open win, where he played through a double stress fracture in his left tibia and still managed to defeat Rocco Mediate in a 19-hole playoff. Tiger Woods won his 14th major title at the 2008 US Open, held at Torrey Pines Golf Course. Woods played the entire tournament with a double stress fracture in his left tibia, diagnosed just weeks prior. Despite his injury, Woods shot a 1 under par 283 to force a sudden death playoff against Rocco Mediate. The 19-hole playoff was the longest in US Open history, with Woods ultimately emerging victorious. Woods' win marked his first major victory in 3 years, ending a drought that began at the 2005 British Open. The 2008 US Open win cemented Woods' reputation as one of the greatest golfers of all time. In 1857, the SS Central America sank in a hurricane off the coast of South Carolina, taking over 400 lives and $400 million in gold with it. The SS Central America was a steamship that set sail in 1857 during the California Gold Rush. The ship was carrying over 400 passengers and $400 million in gold, its cargo highly valuable. On the 9th of September 1857, a hurricane struck the ship off the coast of South Carolina. The ship sank in rough seas, resulting in the loss of over 400 lives on board. The wreck of the SS Central America was lost for over 130 years, sparking many treasure hunts. In 1988, the wreck was finally found, and some of its gold was recovered, confirming its legendary status. From the 1922 Ford Model T to the 1992 Geo Metro, we count down the top 10 most affordable cars in history that can be bought for under $100. The 1922 Ford Model T is one of the oldest cars that can be bought for under $100. The 1975 AMC Pacer is a rare find, with only 282,000 units produced, making it a unique buy. The 1992 Geo Metro gets an impressive 43 miles per gallon in the city, making it a fuel-efficient choice. The 1987 Yugo GV has a top speed of 86 miles per hour, despite its affordable price tag. The 1969 Chevrolet Nova is a classic American muscle car that can be purchased for under $100. The 1990 Daihatsu Charade. Does HIIT really burn more fat than steady-state cardio? HIIT involves short bursts of high-intensity exercise, popularized by Japanese researcher Dr. Izumi Tabata. Tabata's 1996 study showed HIIT improved anaerobic capacity by 28% and aerobic capacity by 14% in just 6 weeks. HIIT's high-intensity intervals stimulate excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, EPOC, increasing fat burning after exercise. However, studies show HIIT may not always burn more fat than steady-state cardio, especially for beginners. HIIT's effectiveness depends on factors like intensity, duration, and individual fitness levels, not just exercise type. Overall, HIIT offers time-efficient benefits, but its fat-burning superiority is overstated, and steady-state cardio remains effective.